Hey, so I was talking with a friend this morning. He came over for a cup of coffee and we were sitting there chatting. And for quite a long time now, he's been wanting to find a business opportunity that he can do with his kids. His kids are younger, but he really would like to teach them the value of work and possibly provide an income source and maybe even a future for his kids. So today I told him about one that I had heard of recently, a business that already exists that came up for sale that's within his price range of buying a pre-established business. So I thought this might be a good opportunity for him, his family, and his kids. So I told him about it. And very quickly he had a pretty standard concern that I hear all the time. He said, "But I don't know everything there is to know about that business." I said, "That's absolutely right. You never will. I've been in business for many, many years, and I still don't know everything there is to know, even about the businesses that I run. Things change, new things come up, the business gets bigger, there's new goals, new objectives, new challenges, so there will always be things to learn. And really, a lot of things you won't learn until you start. And this is really where we're at today. You won't learn everything you need to know before you start. You just won't. And many of us get hung up on the research, trying to learn everything there is to learn. You won't. The key is to get started. Find that thing that it is that you want to do. Whether it's a full-time business, a part-time business, a side hustle, you need to find that thing. You need to do some homework, some due diligence, don't get me wrong, but many of us get hung up at this point of doing due diligence, or learning as we call it. And really all we're doing is consuming more information and not being productive in doing anything useful. I know that's harsh, but it's reality. We need to stop consuming and start producing. And you know, most businesses that we want to start, we can do it with little to no money. We can do it with little to no risk. Most of us, for whatever dream it is that we have that we want to start, we can start it part-time while keeping everything else in place that we already have. If you already have a full-time job, you can probably start your new dream, your new side hustle, your new business part-time. Not everything requires a full-time commitment up front. And as it gets going and as it starts making money, you may need to make a decision. Do I want to do this full-time and leave the job I have or the scenario that I have? Or do I want to keep it only part-time? You will learn things that you had never thought you would need to learn. That's the way it goes. It's just interesting how we are always going to discover something that we didn't know. So I encourage you today to get up, get going, and just start. Just start something. What is that dream that you have? What is that thing that you've been wanting to do? What is your goal? Well, you're never going to get there if you don't just start. So I encourage you to get started. Take one simple step today, take one simple step tomorrow, and keep taking steps forward. Now, don't allow those steps to be roadblocks, the constant research, the constant I need more information. There's some truth to you'll need some information, but don't let that stop you from actually making real progress. So I encourage you today, get started. Start doing something. Start putting it in motion. And find an accountability partner, if you will, or a person that you're going to let know that you are starting this, and they're allowed to ask you, what are you doing to move forward? What are you doing right now to make this happen? What are you doing to pursue your goals? When you pursue your goals, when you pursue your dreams, when you actually do something useful, you provide for yourself, you provide for your family, and you become somebody with purpose. You are serving a purpose, and having purpose matters. Get going, get started, stop procrastinating. I know you can do this. I believe in you. I'll see you in the next video.